What's up, baby? Yo, what's going on, you lot? Yeah, myself, back again. Yeah. Hey, listen, I know I've noticed I've not really been paying much attention to my Tongan side of shit. You see me in it? Yeah, I've not done a couple. I've done Bears and Maori in it. Yeah, so I want to get in and see what the Tongans are saying now. You get me? Because I'm now, like I said, I'm shaping a picture of how everything went down and where everyone's at. You get me? But yeah, I've not really seen much about the Tongans specifically. Do you get me? So boom. We can get cracking today, innit? Yeah, listen, the only thing I could find the Tongans that looked interesting or long for was the Gangsters in Paradise, yeah, the Deportees of Tonga. So that's where we go start, innit? Yeah, we're gonna start with some gangster shit, you get me? So boom, let's get into this one, innit? Yeah. Shit, beforehand, yo, look at that top, boy, yeah, you know, what's up? What's up, baby, what's up? You see me? Hey, the tops are out now. There's a link to the merch below, innit? Yeah, bang that. Cop one, innit, yeah? When you cop one, take a picture for me, innit, yeah? And let it, send it to me so I can slap it off. I think that'll be lit, you see me? But boom, let's not waste no time then, innit, yeah? Let's get straight into this one, innit, yeah? Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, innit, yeah? Bang the like button, bang the subscribe thing, join the gang, join the fam. You know how this thing's set, you get me? Boom, I think that's it. Is that all my stuff? That's all my stuff. Boom, join the Patreon. Wow, man, almost forgot the Patreon. Slap the Patreon below, innit, yeah, if you want to join the Patreon and you want to suggest some stuff for me to react to, innit, yeah, do up the Patreon. Is it me? Boom, let's get this one cracking though, innit, yeah. Gangsters in Paradise, Deportees of Tonga. Ikuruze. Alright, cool. Let's go, yeah, let's run this. Zirandia. Our story from a retro. Outer Tonga-san. Wow.
We are in Tonga. Nuku'alofa, the capital.
Nuku'alofa. Nani.
We are in Tonga.
Nuku'alofa. Look at man's name. Ila. What's the apostrophe thing there? What is that? How's man got the apostrophe thing before any other letter in his name? Like, how you mean, bruv? Like, what? You just, because like, say, for example, innit, yeah, at Mo Unga, it'd be like, Mo Unga, innit? You see me? Like, that's what the apostrophe, but how can you do it before man's name? What? Man's Gula. Man's name is Gula. How you mean, fam? Like, how you even say that? Ila. But what's the apostrophe thing, man?
For the capital.
Nuku'alofa.
I stole as a kid. We used to steal tape decks when I was 8.
Like
then
that.
We moved to Hawaii with my mom. I was about 11 or 12. This kid used to pick on me every day. So the Monday I hit the corner, got high with the Filipinos.
Gee, with the Filipinos.
Started drinking a little bit, came around at the cafeteria. There he was. Fucking shot him 4 times in the stomach.
Whoa, man thing. Man
That's
did the
where
man
it all
thing.
began.
Man did the man thing. Man said 4 times in his stomach, you know.
Got arrested since I was a juvenile. They tried to give me life, but I ended up going off with 4 years.
Man.
By that time, they were telling me I was getting deported. I was like, okay, yeah, only Mexicans get deported. They're like, yeah, no, you get deported too. I was like, huh?
Yeah.
I had people tell me they're scared of me, and they don't even know who I am. And I'm like, why are you scared? They said, because you're a deportee. I'd say half of my life I regret just the dumb shit I was doing.
Man said half his life.
That was my understanding as a kid. I get beat by my dad, I'm gonna come and dish it out on somebody else.
Okay, like that.
My dad was God, huh? At least to me.
Yeah.
He was God, and since I couldn't fight God, I'd fight everybody else.
I see. Interesting. Deportees. Shit, then.
I was born in Australia.
Ooh, nuku. What? Nuku. Whoa. Nuku. Jeez. Nuku. Hey. Some nuku. What? Nuku. That's mad. That's a mad title still. Shit.
86. Came here in the 90s, 1990. I was just started kindy. But I remember coming back. Yeah, it was all foreign. Like, I wasn't used to anything. We were here for 7, 8 years, then we migrated to New Zealand. We went and stayed, there's like gangs all around me. Maybe it could have been different. I served 3 years in jail. Yeah, I didn't even get out. They just deported me from jail.
Oh shit then. Man.
The whole buzz of coming back was never about coming back. It was more
Coming
about
back to the
me getting to
sticks,
see my
boy.
family, you know, my wife, my kid. I came with the police. So I had an escort. It's a shameful ordeal, man. Like, and you gotta walk through the whole terminal. Everyone's looking and you're walking through with handcuffs. Because you'll be the first one that goes in with the police officer, and then you guys will go sit at the back. Once you go through the bit where you have your passport, yeah, the police goes, because you're already in Tonga. There's no way you can get back out. It took a while, like, accepting the case for what it was. My victim is never gonna be able to work again. Like, knowing inside they hit this guy on purpose, smashed him up against the wall. Before I went in, I was just denial. Like, it's surprisingly, being honest, like sometimes it's bad at the start, you know? But then you think about how free you feel. It brings this feeling. Once you let it all out, then you don't have this like cloud hanging over you. I don't want to like make excuses for what I did, you know? It is what it is. I did it, yeah, I accept it, you know? But at the same time, I feel like I did my punishment. I've been here 6 years and I still feel like home is back home, like a Kiwi. I'm past all that bullshit, all that stuff you go through when you're between the age of 14 and 21, like, you know? All you want to do is show how hard you are, be the bad guy. And really, it's all nonsense, you know? My hope is that nothing passes on from me to my kids, you know?
Shit,
this punishment, just let it be me.
Boy.
It ain't a place to live when you're barely making ends meet, you know? It's like crabs being stuck in a bucket.
Back to the sticks, rude boy.
Scratching, trying to get up, you know?
Everything here is edible. In Tonga, it's real funny because you can take a stick, you can chop a stick off anything, and you can stick it in the ground, and it'll grow.
What?
It'll grow.
Surely not.
16 acres is a lot of
Man
land.
said chop a stick
I'm
and then
fortunate
just...
that my father left us this.
Man.
When I first came home here, I didn't have no money. I didn't have nothing. I had that little passport piece of paper. So I didn't even have no bus fare. So I walked all the way from the airport to town to see my mom. She was still alive at the time. So basically that was the only thing on my mind was to see my mom, because my dad passed away while I was incarcerated.
So mom bought
Usually I have a
from the
machete.
airport. Man.
But I didn't bring my machete because I didn't want to carry it down here on Sunday. You know, you come down with your machete and your... Matter of fact, if I rode my bike back and my neighbors, they look at me, they frown on me. Like, I grew up in America, so
What?
Sunday is just another day.
Yeah, what?
I didn't realize how different I was till I got deported. I thought I was just your typical Tongan growing up overseas, but I left when I was 4, so I didn't know a lot about my Tongan culture, just what my parents taught me. So
What is man doing? Just chopping
when I
up
got
the
to
sticks?
America, we moved to Los Angeles, which is really the worst place to start a family. It was a hard transition.
For the munch. Okay.
All the bad things you can do in the city, I did that. I have a record probably this big since I was 9 years old. Joined the gangs and sold drugs and stole cars, you know, all the bad things. The hardest part of the deportees, what happens when they first get here, is the transition back into Tongan society. We're judged before they even get to know us. We have a red X against us. Nobody wants to hire us for work because they think we're gonna steal something, do something bad.
Word.
You don't have the things you have in America, the necessities, the vehicles, the money, the good clothes, the nice apartment and stuff like that. I think when you're brought down to your bare essentials, That's
Humbling.
that's the character that you are. That's the person you are.
Yeah,
When you
facts.
have nothing from rock bottom.
Word. That's deep still. I like that shot. Jeez.
I'm Kariauri,
Udi.
and I'm a motherfucking gangster. Yeah.
Said it
I
straight.
got exposed to the game when I was like 13. I was with Ainga, yeah, King Congress, yeah. It's a Samoan word for family, eh? When you don't have your own,
They give you one.
they give you one.
Mad.
And when you have your own, they support that one. Eh? They indefinite banned me from New Zealand. It was very sad not to enter New Zealand. Because that's the only world I know, eh?
Shit then.
I've been here for a month,
Oh, he's fresh.
9 days. Eh? My whole world used to be like this. Now it's all come like that.
Man.
And it's just me. You know, and that's the only king I need.
Martin. Yeah. Yes.
Just reflections, just about life in general, like things I fucked up in, and you know, I can just kind of zone out on that. Think about my family, my kids, my siblings, friends that passed away. Yeah. Things I can't change, you know.
For the bushes.
This is right here is kumbala.
Man.
They're like little potatoes or something. But then I was doing vanilla for a while. So it's the oldest boy. He's the heir. I'm not the oldest in my family, but nobody else is here. So therefore, I'm the boss, unless my older brother decides to come, which he probably won't. He'll probably end up getting killed in Mexico.
Shit then.
Told him to come back here. He didn't want to.
Jeez. Wow.
But it's a hassle too with my uncles. It took me a while for them to get off the land. They said, like, you're deported, you don't know how to do this. Just trying to do it the nice way. Like, come on, guys. Leave me alone. I don't eat in your fucking kitchen. Don't come and eat in mine. So right now, it's me now. Awesome, 18 great fucking acres.
Jeez.
Sometimes it scares the shit out of me. You know, waking up and I'm thinking, where the fuck am I? You'll come outside.
Imagine you just wake up and you're in the sticks room, boy. Hey, that's mad.
Outside, like, fuck, oh man, I'm in my house. Takes a couple seconds to get used to it.
Man, ting. Talia.
I was quite lucky to have that job, because when we get sent back to Tonga, we don't have a job and they're ready for us, eh? They don't prepare us for this kind of new surrounding, eh? Our new environment. Because as you can see, the Tongan people are very proud people, eh?
Word.
And you can stick out like a sore thumb when you're one of the deportees, eh?
Man.
You gotta start your life all over again, eh? It's pretty hard, man, straight up. Make me wanna go back doing drugs again. I used to do it all this time, man. I went to jail for
Shit.
guns and violence, eh?
Shit.
I know damn well that who's around you sort of, will make you who you really are. Like, the people around me are like the directors of my life at the moment. So what they do, I gotta go and do that. I used to have heaps of people around me, but I think they were all just for themselves, or one certain few they were like really do for me. But when it comes to the important stuff in life, it's where they're now, so to speak, eh?
Word. Word
And I don't want to leave my legacy as a guy that was a gangster and got deported to Tonga, and that's it, end of his life, sort of thing, eh?
Don't worry, nigga. You still got life ahead of you, nigga. You out here, you free, baby. You get me? You can turn around, nigga. You can do what you want to do, motherfucker. You see me? Jeez, look at this village, though, bro. This is out in the fucking sticks, bro. Shit, can even hear the flipping, the cock crowing and that. Go, 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 go. Jeez. Out in the sticks, fam. Man. Yeah, go on. Real G. Pattern. Sick.
A coconut a day in Tonga is like an apple a day.
Shit. Yeah. Hold on.
Keeps the doctor away. Oh yeah, that's great. This house here was built by my grandfather, and it's all pegged in, and it's all made by hand. So I'm fortunate, like you said, because most of the deportees that come here, they have to pay rent, or they're pretty much homeless. They have to live with somebody else. Oh, here's my pig. Yeah, her name is May.
May.
She's camera shy, so I can actually.
Man's
pet
got
her,
a pig in that.
And that's rare because a lot of the pigs here, they can't do this to their pigs. So a lot of the neighbors, they kind of envy me when they see me petting my big old pig.
Pigs.
I didn't never think I was gonna live to be 30, and then I got incarcerated at 29.
Man.
So pretty much that stopped that thought, that I had in my head, and it enabled me to be 44 and get deported to Tonga.
Martin. What? So
It's rough,
man read it out from 29 to 44 and then got deported. Is that what the thing is? That is pain, bro. That is pain, fam.
One thing good about prison that if you get out alive, it gives you a different perspective in life. You really learn to appreciate it and don't take things for granted. Never take things for granted. Yeah. Many more deportees are getting deported this year, next year. The worst of the worst, because Donald Trump is trying to get rid of them. And those are the guys that I feel like that when they get here, they should have something that they can get involved in real quick. If not, they're going to become their own selves again and end up back in prison or making Tonga worse.
Shit, then.
Meth is a big problem here in Tonga now.
Yeah, meth.
Tonga's been a land that drugs been coming through since the 70s. It's nothing new. It's easy for a lot of deportees to get involved in that too, because when the deportees first get here, they don't think there's so many drugs like that in Tonga. They think the only thing here is marijuana. And they're surprised when they get here. They have all the other drugs that you can have in the States, they have it here in Tonga.
Man.
Someone has taught what here. I have really have an answer.
Bomb.
What is this shit you can do, Tonga?
Man.
You've brought this down to get a syringe and made all mistakes.
Don't do drugs, kids. Don't do drugs, baby. Don't do drugs.
That shit will fuck you up.
Fuck you up.
If you would smoke this right here, you'd probably sit here and talk to me about anything and everything. Life story in 30 seconds.
Life story.
This kid's called
Wow.
Rice.
Rice.
From that,
Go hard.
they make all the high squats. They would say,
Wait, hold.
then a week from that, they make all the high squats. They would say, do you have any PoPPa? It's the
PoPPa?
fifth thing. Right now, they call it PoPPa. On a Sunday, they'll sell to about close to 200 people. From 5 to midnight, easy $5 grand. It's a
Jeez.
fucking easy $5 grand. I
Yeesh.
don't feel guilty about dealing drugs. Not at all. Money's not racist. Neither am I.
Jeez. Like that.
There's no feelings. Neither do I.
Man.
It's a fair exchange for me. You did what you want. I did what I want. If you're
Nah,
another
but
Tongan,
see, drugs is techie, innit, yeah? Drugs is techie at the hardcore level, because you can say that. But same time, people are going through life, you get me? And you're giving them this this like option that kind of fucks them up. But it alleviates them of whatever stresses they're going through, do you get me? And the long-term effect of it is damaging. So for you to be willingly making that available for people in whatever stage of their life that they're at is what's dangerous. Do you get it? That's the danger in drug dealing that I see. You feel me? But Same time, people are on their own of their own volition to do and take whatever they want into their bodies and whatnot. But life is hard, bro. And sometimes some people want to get away from it. It's so easy to introduce something like this, regardless of the long-term effects. You see what I mean? It's fucked. Who drugs me? Viney, Tonga.
You know, I'm the first commissioner of the Tonga prisons. Previously, they called the superintendent of prisons. Mm-hmm. A lot of deportees while I was working in the prisons. Some from the States, also New Zealand, and also Australia. When he came over straight away, no hope, you know, they'd serve, no families, you know, how do we survive?
Jeez.
You know, the Tongan people is far different from the people coming overseas. How did they conduct the doing crimes? Mm. For example, the doing of robbery. Yeah. They use guns and so forth, you know. Yeah. It's very rarely before. It's really rarely before here in Tonga. But now, every week that we had news, there's a robbery. A robbery.
Okay.
And I think that's what they learn from the
deportees. They're infecting the population,
system used by the foreign countries of how they deport should be amended. They have to inform us properly so they help us in looking after the
True. So true. Because otherwise, a man who's out here on Skengman mode times 100, fam, you get me? Deported all the way back to where more time people are just living their life, but these people are still active. These people are still doing what they're doing in a bits, fam. Just a new bits, fam. Do you get me? Really and truly, yeah, those people, they've got no one actually attending to them people, innit, Carl? Like my man was saying at the beginning, they'll be in some form of distress, fam. Do you get me? Like, you've just been deported from the country that you was in. You have to start again, fam. It's mad, fam. It's mad. So they definitely need people there at least to help them through that. Do you get me? Otherwise, like man said, so just fall back to their old ways, fam. Do you get me? And just start doing what they was doing there before. Do you get me? Just on this new strip. You know, like that. Martin.
They don't concern much about he's a human being.
He's a human being,
He's a human being.
Yeah.
It's simply like a rubbish, you know, dumping everywhere, you know.
Word.
Tumbling to Tonga, tumbling to Samoa, and tumbling to Fiji.
That is yours, have it back.
Rules and regulations should be amended.
Imagine.
Yeah, it's a terrible habit, to have our flag and our shield. One thing about deportation.
This guy, because the gangster is still very firmly in this guy, fam. He's freshly landed, bro. He says only like a month or something in, fam. Man, he's going through a madness.
It has a lot of effect on you, eh?
Oh no.
It has a lot of effect.
What does, nigga?
About deportation. It has a lot of effect on you, eh? But I think if you look at it in a positive way, it does unwrap a new path for you. Yeah, just all my photos and that from jail, portrait, and all my guns. And getting a bit emotional because it's a big part of my life. I guess I gotta just fold it up and press on this journey.
Man said fold it up, mad.
Life is moving forward, eh?
Yeah.
It's a feeling that I had when I first got my driving license and my ID. Because I never had ID, you know, ever. You know, I was just running wild. I used to love it. Be the bad guy. But now I want to be a good guy.
Jeez, that's a cold shot. tattoo at the 9. Look at the marshes.
Been here for about 6 years. I'll probably see my family, not even a year, like out of those 6 years.
Shit, man.
Had a talk with my wife. She's not feeling it anymore, you know, coming back and forth. She's had enough. There's no promising, like, saying that I'll go back. And she don't want to live here. So, I mean, we ain't gonna keep trying if it's not gonna work.
Wife
It's gonna be
is
hard
gone.
trying to explain, like, especially my oldest son. Eh? Yeah, he knows
Shit,
the
man
full
got
story. I
deported,
ain't
left
lied
his
to him.
left his
Like, I
oldest
tell him
son
what
and
happened.
wife.
I did a crime. I did something bad. I went to jail. Served my time, but this is what the New Zealand government wants. They want me back here. And he doesn't get it. I say, nah. When you grow up, you understand that there's laws. And you abide by them or it goes into other people's hands. My options are wide open if I go back, you know? Not limited like over here. I want to be a social worker. When I was in jail, I done this little course, right? It was like a drug treatment unit course. They asked me to stay back in the course and be a mentor. I ended up staying there throughout the rest of my term being in jail. The first thing they tell you is just to tell the truth. Like, if you lie about anything, it'll show. And the course won't work if you lie. Like, if you just tell the truth, everything will just work out.
Facts. All you have to do is tell the motherfucking truth. Because there's no lies in the truth. There's no hidden messages in the truth. The truth is the truth. The truth is the one righteous way to greatness and happiness, fam. Really and truly, fam. That's the motherfucking truth, baby. That's the motherfucking truth.
People see me, they think they're just what I want. I don't know. My youngest son is almost 4.
Mom.
Yeah, it's real hard, you know. I hate that I can't be with them. You don't know that feeling until you have kids.
Yeah, this is where I grew up as a kid, eh? That shop over there was there when I was a little wee boy and still owned by the same family, eh? Hello, hello, hello. So this is a piece of land that my brother's gonna give me, eh? I don't feel like a gangster here. It's mom and dad grew up here, so.
Yeah,
When I come here, I sort of dream, you know. I see like 3 bedrooms plus upstairs. Yeah. So a little bit of work to do, but I think it's like 3 to 5 years plan. Yeah. I think my patch and they're all hanging at the road. When I come here, I'm like, me.
Shit, the niggas
But this is
making home.
homemade.
Yeah, very cool.
You know, in my feet. Grounded, eh? This is where I'll be. Yeah, que te pôre todos, eh? Yeah, que te pôre todos. This is me now, man.
Man. Shit, yo, mad. That was mad. That was a mad one still, fam. That's a bit F, bro. All them situations there, fam. Where man are getting deported, fam. From their high life of doing all types of madnesses back flipping back to the sticks, fam. You get me? Shout out my cuz. My cuz did a little my cuz did a little stretch like that too, fam. Shit, man. Yeah, that shit's hard, fam. You get me? So I can only imagine, bro. That's mad. But yeah, this was interesting still. Gangsters in paradise. Niggas are back home, back to the sticks, where simple life allows them to ground themselves and get rooted into who they are, fam. You get me? That's what I'm saying, fam. There's a real big difference between back home, fam, and the Western world, you say. You know, just compare energies at this point. You get me? Just to see it across the board. But boom! That's it for this one, innit? Yeah. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. Yeah, bang the like button, bang the subscribe thing, join the gang, join the family. You know the thing's set, my GG. You get me? Listen, we're gonna come back with some more. Yeah. It's been myself, Ray the Boy, your mom's favorite song. We're up to the infinity. Check my image. This motherfucker, here's a baby. You don't like that, fam. Listen, I want to see you guys on the next video.